Welcome. You're listening to the I'm Wired to Inspire podcast, creatively engineered by Nicole, the inspiration specialist. I'm Wired to Inspire is a powerfully packed podcast filled with inspiration and encouragement to get you through your day. It's designed to inspire you to live your authentic purpose. Now, stay tuned for your host, Nicole, the inspiration specialist, on today's episode of I'm Wired to Inspire.
Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today on my podcast. I am really tickled by just how much God has been moving with his very interesting sense of humor, right? I realize that sometimes, when we're moving fast and we're just going, day by day, just always doing something, sometimes life can get really busy. And you know how God could just kind of drop things in, it'll just make you laugh, like just hilarious laughter, and I laugh because he has such a funny sense of humor, meaning a lot of the things that I've been finding funny lately and things that have been popping up, they have not been things that in another season in my life I would have thought were funny. But it's amazing how when you hold on steadfast to what you really believe in God for, other things in your life begin to change as well. So the reason why I said that was because I wanted to tell you guys today's topic, and today is called Until You Get It. That was inspired by a meme that I saw that says, what you want exists. Don't settle until you get it. And I've talked about not settling multiple times before in the podcast. But today, until you get it, that needs to be the words that you hold on to until you get it. Until you get what it is you've been working toward, do not allow your mind, do not allow other people who are not in alignment with what you're believing, truly believing, you are in right standing. You feel and know with every fiber of your being you are inside of the will of God. You might even be trusting and trembling. But until you get it, do not settle. Not only will you not settle, but do not get so distracted and so thrown off course that you forget that the very thing you've been waiting for and the very thing you've been working toward can easily slip through your fingers. I don't know who needs to hear this, but do not forfeit your blessing. Don't let it fall because of your hands. It's one thing if a person attacks you, or they may do a sneak attack, or they may do something to throw you off. That's one thing. But if you are the one who's reckless with the promise in your hands, if you are the one who, if you can't hang in that until you get it season, you need to question what you even working toward to begin with. Anything worth having takes sacrifice. Anything worth having is going to have its ups and downs. Anything worth having is going to always seem like it's the hardest thing to get when you're going through trials to get it until you get it, right? It's not until you get to the ordained place and you get to the place where you know God is leading you that it all makes sense. But for some of you who are in that until you get it season, be mindful of distractions. Be mindful of settling. Be mindful of something looking the same the last 8 or 9 days in a row, and it's the opposite of what you've been believing. Until you get it. If you got to draw a picture, a map, take a screenshot, have somebody draw it for you. If you got to pray and ask for a vision, remember, get a visual and hold on to what it is you're waiting for. Because until you get it, all hell can break loose. Hell and high water can come. You name it, it can come. But until you get it, do not settle. Do not lose your focus. And do not forget why you started. Do not forget why you started. I'm wired to inspire. I hope you are too.
Thanks for listening to I'm Wired to Inspire podcast at I'mWiredToInspire.com. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word and be sure to hit the 5-star rating on iTunes. For more information on this podcast and inspirational products and services, log on to I'mWiredToInspire.com. And remember to live your authentic purpose. Thanks again, and see you next time.